Hi, Mom. I see you.
Can you believe they're letting us do
I
this?
know. Get out of your bubble, man. We're doing Guns and Gear from SHOT Show. It's Vegas.
Guns and Gear from SHOT Show. We are brought to you by Palmetto State Armory. Now, I don't think
Hi, Mom.
I get that excited in
Can you believe
Vegas
that?
unless I am winning.
That's fair.
And I'm never winning in Vegas. Unless I get to talk to my buddy Chris Toomer of Rost Martin. Rost Martin, new in the name of the firearms industry, but not new on performance.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
You think so? Because we've got a video that you guys are going to absolutely love. I've had the pleasure of shooting the RM1C and the RM1S, and I'm going to already tell you right now, you're not going to find a better deal out there, a more precise gun, easily concealable, and something that shoots lights out.
Yeah.
So what, why, how? Like, that's a lot of questions, I know, but how are you guys able to pull this off?
Yeah, so, I mean, we have a lot of, we have a great team internally. We have a lot of great partnerships. And so really kind of what our focus was ensuring that we brought a gun that had a ton of features that someone pulls it out of the box. They're not looking for an upgraded trigger. They're not looking for, make it ambidextrous or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to put different sights on it. They can take that gun from start to finish and shoot it whatever they want, whether that's a seasoned CQB trainer, whether that's a first-time gun owner, whether that's someone that uses it as their truck gun. And so that was really kind of our focus was, as an American company, trying to cater to that to make sure that not everyone has. I mean, we've seen it over the last couple of years. Not everyone has $700 to spend on a gun. So continuing to keep the price point, where it is, and never trying to kind of substitute quality for that. So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about sights. Mm-hmm. You guys are doing optics cuts, obviously, and standard sights now. That's all personal preference. Like, that's just something that when you get a gun in and you're looking at those sights, those are key. But what I find is it's all personal preference.
Sure.
And the ability to change those out is massive.
Right.
And you guys have done that with this too.
Yeah, so what we did is we have it with an XD/XTM sight footprint. So, all your leading sight manufacturers for night sights or anything else, you can already put that in. So you're not finding some proprietary footprint that you can't find and substitute out. So a lot of people like to just go with a black serrated rear white front dot, but if you choose to put something else on, it's not going to be too much of a tall task.
It's easy, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home.
Yep.
And walk us through, because the new one is the RM1S.
Yes.
So walk us through those details, what we're going to be seeing on this gun. And I'm gonna hold it because I do enjoy this gun. You know what? I'm gonna let you hold this.
Okay.
So that way you can walk us through it.
Perfect. Okay. So the RM1S, our subcompact model that we just launched yesterday. So it has all the same great features as our first RM1C with some added upgrades. So just kind of going back through it. So it's got 3 adjustable back straps. It ships with one medium. It's got ambi controls. It's got an extended trigger guard. A 2-slot pick rail for lights. It's got top anti-glare slide serrations. So cut down that glare when you're shooting off the sun. And then we also have it ships with 1 metal RMR optic plate.
Okay.
And we know that not everyone shoots an RMR, so we do have the other plates, a Shield, a Doctor, and Delta Point Pro on our site for sale at a reasonable price. And we know that the value in providing metal plates to our customers because they want to be able to run it and not worry about it cracking after a couple thousand rounds. So that was super important for us. And I think a lot of people have gotten the gun into their hands this year, and what they've kind of come to see, too, is we have a very great factory trigger. I mean, just a really nice, definable wall with an extremely short reset, and it's consistent. There's not a lot of slop on it. There's nothing.
I got to take this. I'm sorry, because this is one of the triggers that when you feel it, and that's what a lot of people are going to look at this gun. They're going to go, why can't I go with one of the bigger boys? Why don't I go with this? Until you feel this trigger, until you shoot this gun, you don't know how good it is. And that's one thing that we saw on the range time and time again after taking this thing out, because we get a few guns in the office, and we get a lot in the office, really. I mean, really, But what we find is we keep going back to the RM1S, and now it's probably going to be the RM1, or it's the RM1C and now the S, because it shoots, it's reliable, and it keeps running.
Yep.
And that's one thing that you guys at Rost Martin have been able to capture in a small package. Common holsters, you can just fits. I mean, come on.
Exactly. I mean, you can still use the same RM1C holsters for the RM1S because it's a shorter barrel, so same mold. Also, what I also wanted to point out too is from the RM1C to the RM1S, we got feedback from some of the consumers that they wanted to see a little bit more stippling on the grip. So we want to be a company that listens to what our customers are saying. So, if they're suggesting, hey, we'd like to have a little bit more something to hang on to, a little bit more gradient, then we did that. And so we added some more right here above the mag release on both sides, obviously. And then additionally, we added a little bit more surface area right here so that when you're driving the gun with your thumb on the gas pedal, it allows your thumb to kind of dig in and actually move towards the target with a little bit of ease.
That's a big thing because I'm getting more and more shooters, and a lot of those competition shooters, when they grip that gun, they're actually rocking that thumb out and placing it right there, and it provides a little bit of a lip, which is really nice, and especially for controlling that recoil.
Yes, exactly. And this gun, not a lot of recoil. It's a 12-round flush magazine. Yeah. And then comes with additionally a 15-round extended magazine. And put your pinky on that so you. Oh yeah. You're not going to have that.
No.
It's not going to be that overhang. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It doesn't hang. You get a full purchase on there.
Yep.
Pretty low profile on this too.
Exactly.
So you can get a really good purchase right up there in that beaver tail, and it's just a nice feeling gun, and it shoots even better. Speaking of shooting, Chris got to take this one out to the range, so let's jump out to the range with Chris because I know he's going to have some questions on this for Mr. Toomer.
Hey guys, thanks for tossing it to me. I've got the Rost Martin RM1S, the 1S. It is a smaller version of the RM1C, and I really liked the RM1C. Now, if you're looking for a smaller version, this is definitely for you. It's got great stippling the same way. The trigger is fantastic. I mean, I don't know why other companies that charge almost twice as much can't put this trigger in their guns. It comes apart that strange way where you pull it down and the slide pops off. I already did that once today. I'm not going to do it again because I have a hard time putting it back together. I could get used to it though. The sights are still lackluster, guys. Come on, let's at least put a color up front. We got a great black sight. The front sight's good. It's crisp and clean, but it's just a white dot. It's not tritium. That helps keep costs down. MSRP, you guys probably already covered this, but if MSRP is like $469, what do you think the street price on this is going to be? And folks, don't be scared off by the price. Magazines, the 15-round mag is a little bit difficult to load. Getting that 15th round in can be a challenge, but if you give it a bop like that and unloosen it, it goes right in. It does help with my grip on the pistol, but when you put this is a 12, right? Yes, this is a 12-round magazine. When I put that in, I can still get a little bite from my pinky. I haven't shot it yet. I've got a little target here. Let's see what it's like to shoot because it is small. Man, I mean, I'm being sincere when I say this gun, I would have guessed it to be an $800 gun when I put the first Rost Martin in my hand. The price is way, it's a great value. The finish for me, like the nitrided hammer forged barrel, the trigger's great. I mean, ambidextrous controls. It's a lot of features, and they call this a flared magwell, but I mean, I don't know what if that does. Texture feels good, interchangeable back straps, I could care less, but my hands can shoot anything. Guys, you really knocked it out of the park with this one. I hope that everybody that's watching got a little bit out of that, because I mean, that's a great shooting gun considering I never touched it before. Getting some 50-yard hits. Back to you.
All right. So we're going to address a couple of things that he had mentioned on that, and we did talk about the sights. These sights are easily changed out, and I will tell you this. Chris shot that like double taps, and he went 1-2 really quickly. Mm-hmm. He's holding a group like this.
Love it. Love it.
So, I mean, Chris can shoot, but when I can shoot it, that's even better. So, because I can shoot this gun, and I love shooting this gun.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, because he was talking about, and this is with a lot of magazines.
Sure.
Is it's tighter springs to really push that forward. So yeah, it's going to be a little. It's just going to be a little tight.
Yeah,
it's
you're going to find, especially right out of the box, you're going to find the springs are a little bit tight, just because to not allow the feeding to continue and not have any sort of issues there. That's just kind of how the magazines come out of the box, and so we've seen that. But I'd rather have that be the case than a looser spring mag, and then you start having feeding issues. So you probably have to exert a little bit more force, but I think most people would rather take that than the alternative.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Because tight spring is a good spring. I mean, they don't make springs to just be loose.
Yeah, and
this is not possible.
And he did touch on the sights. We do have that in the pipeline as well for another variant of the gun that has some sort of tritium or, other sights
they're
available.
already thinking. They know this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you're not going to get a better shooting gun.
Yep.
And he even said, Chris said, when you pick up this gun, you feel like you're carrying an $850 carry gun, but you're not paying that.
Right.
And I think that's why I keep asking you, like, were you able to pull this off, because of the value that you're getting in this, and the just the pure precision that we're getting out of this gun is incredible. And this is regular ammo. This isn't.
Yeah, we're not. It's not souped up ammo or anything.
Everything.
Like that. Yeah.
And that you can't say that about a lot of guns these days.
Right.
Because a lot of guns, you're like, well, you know what, Chris? It really likes the Fiocchi ammo. It doesn't, don't shoot white box through it. But if you can get a gun that shoots everything really well.
Right.
And isn't that where we really should be as an industry?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everyone can't afford really expensive ammo either. So I figure, let's put the gun into everyone's hands. And, when people get the gun, they're like, hey, I'm going to be super honest. I'm going to give it a full review, and I'm like, please do.
Yes.
Beat it up, put it in the mud, put it in the water, whatever you want to do it.
Yeah.
And just, give us honest feedback on it. So that's what we've done this past year. It's what we're going to continue to do. I think that's the only way you become successful and kind of allow the gun to become more and more popular is you just see, you shoot it, you're like, hey, man, have you seen this Rost Martin? And then the next person,
people
and it just
talk.
keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. So.
And that's how you guys are going to grow into one of the giant companies in here. Anything else you want them to know about Rost Martin?
Yeah, I mean, we did launch one other gun as well, so I'd love to just talk about this.
How come I haven't seen that one?
Yeah, this one a little bit. This one is going to be shipping at the middle to end of next month.
Okay.
It's the RM1S comped, so it's a ported barrel with an integral comped slide as well. So you're going to see that, mitigation of recoil impulse on there. So,
I cannot wait to shoot this
gas
one.
Is going straight up. So I know you might probably try and take this off the set.
I really might try to take this one because I'm excited about this.
So we got really aggressive too
perfectly.
on the cut. So
it's really aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to shoot this one. I don't know if you're getting this one back.
Yeah. So
it probably doesn't have a firing pin in it. That'd be my luck.
Unfortunately, it does not. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. The MSRP, that's $489. So another high quality gun.
It's $489.
Yeah. So we want to stay. This is the market we want to continue to capture, and so I think
Well, you're killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. So if they need to find out, where to find these guns and where to buy them, where do they go for all of that?
Yeah, so, as we've grown over the last year, we've gotten into a lot of dealers. You can go on rostmartin.com. We've launched a new dealer locator.
Okay.
So you should be able to find something in your area. If not, we're in all the major distribution channels. We're in
Go
all
in and
the
ask
buy
for
groups.
it.
Yeah, so go in and ask for it. They'll buy it. They, at this point, they should start be hearing about it a little bit more. So, I mean, that's how the brand grows as well. And we also have a really, if you own a range out there and you want to get some range guns, we have a really competitive range program, and that's been super successful as well. So, getting range guns into the hands of people that, going to try it and they're like, hey, I want to try this Rost Martin, and then they walk right in and buy it. So.
All right. So what is the website?
So rostmartin.com. Instagram is Rost Martin Inc.
Yes. And you guys will not be disappointed. Rost Martin, you got to check them out.
For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can also watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.